Warning, this video contains graphic images that may not be suitable for little sissy bitches, so your discretion is advised. We kill shit here.
If you are interested in any of the products on my channel, check out Duke Traps, Funky Trap Tags and Supplies, and Trapper J Lures. And don't forget to subscribe. Well, boys, I appreciate you guys being patient about me trying to get this deer hunting, put as much effort into the deer hunting as I can. And it finally, we got something last day. A couple days ago, I missed the biggest deer I've ever had an encounter with. Bummed me out to where I didn't want to exist. I was crying a little bit, and I've replayed it over and over in my mind 1,000 times, and I did the exact same thing, except for my heart was pounding and I had so much adrenaline on the other one. But I shot the exact same way, but I switched guns. I went back to the old school 243 that I've killed all the other deer with, except for one here in Missouri. And well, we got a deer, got it gutted. I'll probably show you this and then YouTube will kick me out of here, but I'm happy and I'm about to start dragging here. I got rangers back there. I was sitting on the food plot. The stand's just right back there, and I couldn't pass them up on the last day. I've passed a lot of deer and I always regret it at the end. I'm not one for eating tags, and I'm not 100% for the horns, but they sure look good on the wall. Typically I just shoot a doe, so I will end up taking a doe too with archery, but possibly another buck. But I always like to take something with firearm. You get to come out here and sit, you can shoot long distance, even though I don't do that. I could barely shoot 100 yards. Everywhere I got is like this, just completely thick. I just use my bow stands for a rifle. I hardly ever sit on field edges, so check this out. He looks vulnerable because he was gutted, but he's a nice buck. Had some broken points off, broken kicker. But hell, pretty happy. I'm just as happy for a little buck as I am a big buck. I'm just as happy for a doe as I am a buck. My heart pounds pretty hard no matter what, so let's get the trapping, boys. Let's get some traps set. Let's get this shit going. This took way too long, and a lot of my evenings have been ruined, but I've had fun. I've had my downs, and this is what it's about. We have another chance at another season, an alternative season here in Missouri that I could have continued on into, but then I'm really going to interfere with my trapping, and you guys know how that goes. I just got to spend my Christmas breaks and stuff trapping, not hunting. So we'll still squirrel hunt and stuff, but we won't set every evening and every morning. So appreciate you guys being here. Let's move on to trapping. Well, here he is. I keep on my guts. Woo! Still had to drag him a little bit. I don't have time to do like most YouTubers do and chill out and sit down for a minute. I got shit to do, but anyways, I keep all my guts so we can go use them for snares. Or not snares, cable restraints. Out in the middle of a swamp, CRP, you just put them out there in the middle and you set the edges and you just get them traveling. So, pretty good. So the guy that said them boxes wouldn't last 2 weeks, check it out. And to the guys that told me not to shoot small deer, that I thought were friends or not, apparently, give me shit about shooting this deer. Well, guys, I'm on that crossing. I usually catch bobcats and a few coyotes, and been playing cat and mouse with this guy. He walks past the camera, don't even pay attention to nothing. But this setup here, I caught a raccoon in it, and then we got this crumpy old sucker. He's talking a little bit. Perfect catch. Look at that. 650 holding strong. Now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna remake this thing. Sheesh. He dug a lot. I need to push all this dirt back in that hole. Can't be having like giant craters here. But I think we'll be able to set it up, and then hopefully we can catch a bobcat here. I had 2 bobcats on this property last night, and I don't seem to have gotten any of them. But it's good to see them moving. We're gonna put sets up in that where I caught the double last year, where they were mating in front of the camera. I'm gonna go set that up, and I got a Duke cage trap I'm gonna set on another spot. Try to catch one in a cage this year. Let's let it sit there and see what we catch. Beautiful dog. All predator bait. And who knows what lure of mine. I know all predator lure and mound pounder probably. Been using mound pounder in a lot of stuff. Look at this freaking hole he dug. He must have got in here early. I had a trap or a pitcher at like 7:30 last night, but not here though, just down the way. I was wondering if I had a cat here, but it looks like I got this guy. So all right guys, if you're interested in my baits and lures, I'm going to be putting out a Black Friday sale, 20% off, and it's going to start right now. So go ahead and click the link down below, my baits and lures, 20% off. I usually run a couple sales, but this is going to be my sale. Gonna be getting busy, so I ain't gonna have time to be packaging orders non-stop for multiple sales. So if you want baits and lures, basically save shipping, hit that link down below. But get this guy taken care of and we'll get this remade. I'm gonna see what we can do here. See, here's this, so probably dirt hole there. Ready to get this all filled back in here. I don't want the farmers getting mad about anything. I got a nice pile of dirt there to work with. I got lots of mud gonna happen here real quick. I got wax sand with me, so be nice if my old hole was right there. I think I'll put a trench here. Make it look like it's been scratched out. And then I'll get rid of these clumps here. Next coon will smooth that all out. I told myself to go put that cage trap in first, but here I am. It's in my way. I'll claw this out a little bit here. Make it look like an animal did it. Don't want it to look too natural. All this dirt here is great eye appeal for a bobcat to come along. Look at how good that looks. Get me some. I parked here to stay back away from the bobcat or the coyote, and now I'm walking back and forth here. Got me some wax sand here. Be just enough to protect from freezing. I don't want to waste it, but I also don't want my traps to freeze at important times. There's a root there. So, trench set makes them step down. They're gonna step right into this hole here. My wax sand in there. With the wax sand, repels water, and it will stop it from the trap from freezing down. Because I don't want to waste it. That's a liberal amount right there. Oh man, the trap won't reach where I want it to. We'll make it. Get in there. Okay, well, it's less than ideal. That root right there is gonna cause me problems, I know it. Let's turn this way a little bit. All right. I've broken a cardinal sin. I just noticed I got a bottle wall predator lure in with the fan covers. That's not good. That's not good at all. I don't pre-sift when I make my stuff, so it's definitely not sifted. So I sift it. Dang it. There we go. That's all I'm going to use for that. Let's take some of this and blend for the coyotes. That would be a crust, but it ain't gonna be that much of a crust. That's a beautiful looking hole now. Look at that step right there. Check out your hole. That's beautiful. Tim, you guys know Tim, Neon Trapper, just started his own YouTube. He told me just use a 1 gallon pail and you don't have to carry your whole 5 gallon bucket. I was like, that makes a lot of sense. But I still don't. I bought me a bunch of Q-tips for this right here, so I don't have to do this anymore. Look for sticks. Although there is sticks here. A little bit more in there. I won't do anything with this set until I catch something. Occasionally I might make sure that my ground ain't too frozen, but once I put this in here, this is it. We don't refreshen until we have a catch. Sheep's wool, I sell it on the website. It is not clean sheep wool, it smells like a farmyard. So, there we go, we're back in business. Hopefully get a cat here, I want to see it. It's a beautiful spot for a cat. I don't have any feathers or nothing for the coyotes. I don't want to, there's our band cover. I don't want to deter the coyotes on this spot. The other spot has a little bit of feathers. And a freaking mouse getting in front of the camera every single night. Need to trap his ass. It's annoying. And there's our goat down there. He's KO'd. I like to step out all my footprints the best I can. Try not to leave a whole lot of footprints. But look at that. That's a pretty interesting set right there now. She's gonna catch. Now I gotta put a bloody coyote in here, mate. Find a spot for him. Setting in, tracking traps. I got Q-tips, check it out. There's my sticks. Lure, I can snap in half.
do my 2 lures down the hole. Cheap, super cheap on Amazon. And maybe it'll speed me up a little if I remember to put them in the bag. We'll see. All right. Let's get out of here with our coyote. Make sure he's dead. Don't bite me. People ask me how I can eliminate the blood. I lung shoot him with the old long dong. So that's what we do. All right, coyote in, get the shovel in here. We're moving around. We're gonna go set a bunch of sets, so hopefully the sets will pick up. We're done deer hunting. Well, I'm gonna bow hunt tonight, but we're done focusing on trying to get something with a rifle in 10 days, you know. And now I can shoot me a couple does for some more meat. But there's our set. Simple. Baited it. We lured it. Wait, did I lure it? I did not put nothing in there for lure. Whoopsie. Did I? I did. Oh, I got a lot of stuff I need to do and a little time to do it. Stinky beaver is in it this time. I noticed that. And we got sheep's wool. And all the eye appeal you could ever want right there. Well guys, here's that canyon. Had a camera up there last year. It caught 2 bobcats mating right here. Everything goes around. If they want to go on this side, they go around this way, or they go around that way. And I have a trap down there. Last night a bobcat went down into there. I didn't have a trap up here. They're starting to move now. We're starting to get colder weather. They're a little more furred up. Now's the time. But they come around here. There is some deer trail here. So I put my traps are going to be off the deer trail just a little bit. And we do have raccoon. They come up this tree right here and they cross right here. We did catch a couple raccoon last year, a fox, 2 bobcats, real late in the season. So we're getting a good start now. See what all we catch here. Camera up there guarding it. Kind of see what's all moving through here. Good deer hunting spot too. So we'll see. I'm gonna just put 2 650s guarding this baby. Dirt holes. Got to put fur down and mound pounder in these. These are kind of dedicated bobcat sets, but that don't mean that's all we're gonna catch. So I just got a wolf fang earth anchor, wax sand. I got a driver. It's like $9. Got a little bit out of sync here because I don't have my traps on the wolf fang, so I will just go ahead and show you putting that on. People ask. I don't use rebar very often, only for raccoons and such. So always wolf fangs for my predators. Occasionally I will put like a 3 or 4 foot rebar for a snare or something like that, but there you go. You just J-hook it on there. Make sure you got your tag, your legal. Always check your regulations. They change every year. So, and that could be deer or anything. You always want to check your regs. So we just got a simple dirt hole. Not gonna trench it up too much. I'm just gonna, well, I will trench it a little because I want this to stand out. There's a lot of leaves right here. I mean, look at the leaf litter. So there we go. I'm just gonna put some wax sand down. There is a little bit of paint chips in there. My concrete mixer's been just sitting outside for ever since I bought it, and it's starting to chip a little, but it'll be okay. We have waxed paint chips. That coyote I caught today was actually on the same wax sand, so it gives me, anytime you're bringing something foreign in, it kind of makes me a little nervous. So for those who are wondering, like Ruger trapping, or Ruger farming, I should say. Ruger asked me if I use that trap with the without the dog again, and I did in fact completely get it set and ready to go. A little bit of Full Metal Jacket on that dog. We'll get it cleaned up. Wasn't quite there. Maybe that should have done it, I think. Let's see. If not, I got to scrape it off a little bit. There we go. Hair trigger. Just make sure we don't have anything that could interfere with the trap pan going down. Wax latex pan covers. You guys will see that I use black ones and these tan ones. I do prefer the black ones, but it's kind of whatever you can get these days. Latex is the way it is. I mean, all that's completely covered. There's no way water is going to get down in there. I really like them. That's hair trigger, probably going to go off when I do this. Whew. Got lucky. And covered up a little bit of regular dirt. That will just make a little tiny crust, nothing that's gonna not break through. With that wax sand down there and on top, it'll be ready to go. So we just have to put some bait in the hole. I did grab the Q-tips, put them in the Ranger, but they didn't make it to the bag yet. Sometime today they will. We got plenty of sticks up here in the woods. This is when we get down in the, out on the levees and stuff where it gets hard to find a stick. I need a longer stick. A little further down. Down the hole. Oh, it smells good. Smells so good. And I'll probably use stanky beaver and all predator lure on that other hole so it mixes it up a little bit. This here's a mound pounder. Only a limited amount of that, so when she's gone, I'm gonna be sad till next season when I can make more, because it's one of those ones where you gotta kill a lot of beavers to get the caster and all that stuff. And a little sheep's wool in there. I wish I would have brought some feathers up, but tomorrow when I come check, I will grab a handful of feathers and we'll scatter them about up here. Not worried about coyotes up here because I want the bobcats for sure. So we'll put a little bit of sheep's wool. I got an endless supply, so we can do this kind of stuff here. So we'll just eye appeal it with some sheep's wool. Since we can use feathers and all that, that will get their attention. Probably the deer too. We'll see what the camera shows next few days. I'm putting 2 sets in because we know it's a good spot. Oh god. This looks like my concrete mixer's falling apart. I better keep that. We lost the bolt in the concrete mixer. Alright. Same deal here. Cut this out. I already drilled the holes. Somewhere around here is where I had my original hole. Cutting her out good here. This is going to be strictly mostly for eye appeal. They come down this from anywhere, they're going to see this dirt that's been worked up. Does it scare the cats? It possibly could. Every cat's different. Okay, well, I got one with a broken J-hook in there. I thought it was this one, but apparently it's not, so we're good to go. It's so much easier just to put the J-hooks on. I would have done it, I usually just do it at the Ranger, and it's so much easier and less tangling. So, I just put them on up here. It's simple. It's actually beautiful out right now. I'm just enjoying myself out here in the woods, you know. I think we called this Pussy Ridge or something like that last year. Someone will remind me. Hopefully we start catching some cats here because they're moving. Black sand down in there. Just so far away from the hole. They got to step down in this indention here if they want to commit to the track to see what's in that hole. So it works out pretty good. And you could, we're gonna take some of these sticks and move them in a V on this one. There we go, that was perfect. I caught a dog in that one, a giant fucking dog. It's a little cattywampus right now, I see. It'll do the trick. Ah, fuck, I gotta set it off and rebend that. He did a number on it. He really did. There's not much you can do. You get a giant freaking dog. Let's see here. I need to put this in here. Like that. Bend that pant down just a hair. Oh, yeah, perfect. All right. I just pulled this from a spot where I caught a dog and I put that live trap there. I catch him every year. He's not very smart, apparently. And I took him home, and shit happens, you know. We don't want it to happen, but it does happen. Perfect. A little bit low now, actually. But that's probably going to be good right there. He Twitter-pated my trap a little bit. Son of a bitch. I mean, his foot was the size of the goddamn trap. Paint chip. She'll be fine. She's gonna be fine. But you see that indention they gotta go down into? Oh yeah, it's a nice bowl they're gonna have to commit to. This will move them there. What do we got laying around here? And the ones that don't commit to this, we'll just run right over there and get in that trap. So this will keep them from pouncing around on the edges here. We don't want them on the edges. That's actually quite nice right there. Tightening them up a little bit. Get our bait. I think I had a set down there. Also, I may end up putting another one in here. We'll see how the raccoons are this year and the possums. Always catch a possum right before the bobcat gets there. And hopefully we can still get something if that happens. Don't put your band covers in with the other stuff. Mound pounder again, that's what we're going with. Mound pounder and all predator. I really don't pay much attention because I know they all work, so I just throw something in the fucking hole and we catch critters. Just a matter of getting my traps out now that I've finally done playing around with rifle season. Get on the ball here. Got a lot of ground to make up. We're doing good. We got 3 fox, so that's more than we normally have in a season, so I'm gonna take that all day. There's our set. Like I said, I'll probably bring down, might put one feather hanging. Today was just let's just get the shit up here because it's a walk. Let's just get our stuff up here and get some craps in the ground. Get a camera up here and see what's going on. I don't like carrying a whole lot of stuff. I like to have my big drill, so I do carry it up here. We're ready to go, boys. There is a nice ridge right here, and I never really had a camera watching it. I mean, it runs, you can see it's pretty good. They kind of go up that way and then they go that way, so this camera should pick them up right here. If they do go right here, I might put a set up here, up higher. But last year, everybody was turning this corner, so, well, they're dead now. But they were turning that corner. The new ones might not be. The ones that took their place probably going right along this ridge up here, so we'll see.